Chapter 1. Kings and Their Wives. One day, Shahryar, king of Indochina, writes to his brother, Shah Zaman, king of Samarkand.
Shah Zaman, come and visit me. I'm waiting. Shahryar.
Soon after he reads this, Shah Zaman is ready to leave. But at the palace door, he stops.
My brother's present. It's in my room,
He cries. He runs back for it and finds his wife there with one of his servants.
When Shah Zaman dies, you can be king.
She says to the young man.
I'm away for only 5 minutes. And look,
Thinks Shah Zaman angrily.
I can never trust my wife again.
So he cuts off the man's head and his wife's head with his sword. Then he takes the present and leaves. In Indochina, Shah Zaman gives the present to his brother without a smile. Shahryar asks,
What's the matter?
I can't say,
answers Shah Zaman.
but something's badly wrong.
Forget it and come hunting.
Says Shahryar.
Not today.
Says Shah Zaman. So Shahryar leaves for the hunt, and Shah Zaman stays in his room. Later, from his window, he sees Shahryar's wife and 20 of her women by the pool in the garden. With them are 21 servants, tall, dark young men with big smiles.
My brother's wife is many times worse than my wife.
Thinks Shah Zaman. That night, when Shahryar comes home, Shah Zaman speaks about his wife and the servant in Samarkand.
But, brother, why are you telling me this now?
Asks Shahryar. So Shah Zaman tells Shahryar all about his wife, her women, and the servants by the pool.
Not my wife, too.
Cries Shahryar.
It isn't true.
Listen, brother.
Says Shah Zaman.
Tomorrow, your friends can go hunting without you. You can stay with me and see.
So next morning, Shahryar watches through the window of Shah Zaman's room. Soon, his wife, her women, and the servants arrive by the pool.
Masood,
Shahryar's wife tells the young man by her.
when Shahryar is dead, you can be king.
Shahryar angrily calls 6 of his best men to him.
Kill my wife, her women, and the servants by the pool.
He says. They do it at once. After Shah Zaman goes home, Shahryar is not happy. He cannot stop loving women. but he cannot trust them. Every afternoon, he marries a new young wife. But the next morning, he always tells the palace executioner,
Cut off her head.
his wives have no time to be bad. But after some months, Shahryar's vizier cannot find any more wives. "What can I do?" the vizier cries. "I don't want the executioner at my door tomorrow." When the vizier arrives home that night, he isn't happy. His two daughters go to him. The older daughter is Scheherazade. Her younger sister is Dunyazid.
What's the matter, father?
Asks Scheherazade, and the vizier tells her.
But I can be Shahryar's new wife.
Says Scheherazade.
God willing, I can stay alive and help the women of our country too.
Scheherazade, no.
Father, take me to the king.
Says Scheherazade. In the end, the vizier says, yes. Before Scheherazade leaves, she tells Dunyazid,
Come to me tonight when I call and ask for a story. God willing, that can help us.
Then the vizier takes Scheherazade to the king, and Shahryar marries her. That night, in the king's room, Scheherazade says,
My king, I want to say goodbye to my young sister. Can I call her here?
Of course.
Says the king. After they say their goodbyes, Dunyazid smiles.
Sister, your stories always help the long, dark night hours to go quickly. Can you tell me one last story tonight?
Can I, my king?
Scheherazade asks.
You can.
Answers Shahryar.
I love a good story.
So, Scheherazade begins.
In Basra, a tailor lives with his wife. They're good people. One evening, they meet a little beggar in the street. He's drinking, telling stories, and laughing. And the tailor and his wife laugh with him.
Come home with us,
For something to eat.
They say.
Chapter 2. The Little Beggar.
Interesting.
Says King Shahryar. Dunyazid is interested too. And Scheherazade goes on with the story.
So the little beggar goes home with the tailor and his wife, and they have bread and fish to eat. Suddenly, when he's eating and laughing at the same time, the little beggar gets a fishbone in his throat. His face goes blue and he falls from the table. His eyes close.
Get up, friend,
Laughs the tailor. But the little beggar doesn't move. The tailor looks at him carefully.
Oh no.
He cries,
Our little friend's dead. And we're his killers. What can we do?
Put him in a blanket,
says his wife. So they put the little beggar in a blanket and they take him out into the street.
Help! Our young child's ill.
Cries the tailor's wife.
Where's the nearest doctor?
At the doctor's front door, they tell the servant girl,
Our child needs the doctor.
The girl goes to find the doctor, and the tailor and his wife stand the little beggar's body at the foot of the stairs. Then they run away back to their house. The doctor runs down the stairs. In the dark, he knocks over the beggar, and the little man falls at his feet. The doctor looks at him carefully.
Oh no! This man's dead from the fall, and I'm his killer.
The doctor cries.
What can I do?
Quick,
Says his wife.
let's move the body to our neighbour's house.
So they take the body and stand it in the neighbour's kitchen. Their neighbour is a cook at the palace. Every night he brings home good things to eat from the palace, but the neighbour's dogs and cats always come and eat them. When the cook comes home that night, he sees the little beggar in his dark kitchen.
Aha! So the neighbours' cats and dogs aren't eating everything here. A man's doing it. And tonight I've got him.
So the cook hits the little beggar again and again. The little beggar falls at his feet, and the cook looks at him carefully.
Help! He's dead, and I'm his killer.
The cook cries.
I must lose the body fast.
So the cook takes the little beggar's body into the dark street and stands it by a shop. Not long after that, a rich man goes and stands near the shop. Suddenly, he sees the little beggar next to him in the dark street, and he feels afraid.
Help! Watchman! This man wants to take my money from me.
He cries, and he hits the little beggar again and again. The little beggar falls at his feet. Suddenly, the watchman arrives. He sees the beggar at the rich man's feet, and he looks at the little man carefully.
This man's dead, and you're his killer.
The watchman cries.
Come with me.
The watchman takes the man to the judge, and all the neighbours come out of their houses and watch. The judge listens to the rich man and the watchman. He looks at the little beggar's body carefully. Then he says,
Just then, Scheherazade stopped speaking.
What's the matter with you, wife?
asks King Shahryar.
Look, my king,
says Scheherazade. She points to the red morning sky through the window.
a new day is here. I cannot tell you more.
Dunyazid cries. Just then, the vizier, Scheherazade's father, comes into the room. King Shahryar, he says, the executioner's waiting for your wife. Scheherazade gets up.
Then take me to him, father.
She says.
I'm ready to die.
Chapter 3. Duban the Doctor. Scheherazade is leaving the room with her father.
Stop!
Cries King Shahryar.
What happens to the rich man? I must know.
My king,
Says Scheherazade.
I can finish the story tonight. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Cries Shahryar. And to the vizier he says,
I don't need the executioner now. Call him tomorrow morning at this hour.
So that night, Dunyazid comes again to the king's room, and Scheherazade goes on with her story.
Then the judge says,
Call the executioner. This rich man is a killer, and he must die.
Just then, the cook cries,
Wait! I'm the killer!
and he tells his story about the man in his kitchen.
So, the cook must die.
Says the judge. Suddenly, the doctor cries,
No, I'm the killer.
and he tells the judge about the man at the foot of his stairs.
Then the doctor must die.
Says the judge. At that, the tailor and his wife cry,
Stop!
We're the killers.
and they tell their story about the little beggar and the fishbone.
So, the tailor and his wife must die.
Says the judge. Just then, the fishbone falls out of the little beggar's mouth, and he sits up, alive and well. So, in the end, nobody dies, and the little beggar goes and lives at the palace, because the king there loves good stories.
Very good.
Laughs King Shahryar.
But now you must die, Scheherazade. I'm sorry.
Dunyazid cries. But Scheherazade isn't afraid. She points to the night sky through the window and says,
My king, there are many hours before morning. Would you like to hear a new story?
Yes.
says Shahryar. So, Scheherazade begins.
King Yunan of Persia works every day for the good of his people. When he isn't working, he plays polo. But he isn't happy because he's badly ill with leprosy. Many doctors give different medicines to him, but nobody can cure him. Then, one day, Douban the doctor comes from far away and tells the king,
I can cure you differently from the doctors here.
Do that, and you can be rich, and my best friend,
says King Yunnan. So Douban makes some medicine and puts it in a polo stick. The next morning, he tells Yunnan,
Take this stick and go and play polo. With the stick in your warm hand for many hours, the medicine in it can go through your skin and cure you. After you finish playing, sit in a hot pool and then go to bed. Do all this, and tomorrow you can get up a well man.
King Yunnan does it all, and the leprosy leaves his body the next day. Happily, the king gives Douban lots of money and says,
from today, my friend, you must always sit by me.
The next day, the vizier, a bad man with a black heart, asks the king,
Do you trust Douban?
Of course,
answers Yunnan.
Be careful.
Says the vizier.
When a man can cure leprosy with medicine in a polo stick, he can easily put poison on something and kill you too.
Not good old Douban,
says Yunnan. But day after day, the vizier says bad things about Douban. And one day...
Just then, Scheherazad's father, the vizier, arrives. King Shahryar, he says, the executioner's waiting. Chapter 4. Dreams of faraway treasure.
The executioner can come back tomorrow.
Says King Shahryar.
My wife's finishing the story of Douban the doctor tonight.
That night, with Shahryar and Dunyazid to hear her, Scheherazade goes on with her story.
One day, King Yunnan says to his vizier,
You're right. Douban wants to kill me. What must I do?
Cut off his head,
says the vizier darkly. Yunnan's men bring Douban to him at once.
You want to kill me, so I must kill you first,
cries the king.
You're wrong. I'm your friend, Yunnan,
answers the doctor. But the king cries,
Call the executioner.
Then Douban says,
Wait. Today I want to say goodbye to my friends and to give away all my things. Can you please kill me tomorrow?
All right,
says Yunnan. The next day, Douban gives an old book to the king and says,
Here's a wonderful present for you. Once I'm dead, put my head by you and read the words on page 3 of this book to it. Then, When you ask my dead head any question, it must answer.
After that, the executioner cuts off the doctor's head. At once, Yunnan puts Douban's head by him and looks for page 3 in the book. But something stops the pages opening. The king licks his finger and opens the book at page 1. But there's nothing to read. He licks his finger again and opens the book at page 2. Again, there's nothing to read. He licks his finger once more and opens the book at page 3. It's a white page too.
There's nothing in this book,
cries King Yunnan angrily. But he's wrong. There's poison on its pages, on his finger, and in his mouth, and it soon kills him.
So, Douban kills Yunnan after Yunnan kills him.
cries Shahryar.
Truly, you can never trust your friends.
You can't trust bad men,
says Scheherazade.
but you can and must trust your true helpers. Would you like to hear a new story? The night is young.
Yes.
says Shahryar.
Please.
says Dunyazid. So, Scheherazade begins.
In Baghdad, in the days of Harun al-Rashid, a poor man lives in a poor house with 2 tall trees at the front and a little black and white pool in the courtyard. One night, he has a dream. In it, a man tells him,
Go to Cairo. You can find treasure there.
So the poor man goes to Cairo. But with no friends there and no money for a room, where can he stay? In the end, he sleeps in the courtyard of a mosque. That night, near the mosque, some bad men go through the window of a rich man's house. They want to take all his money. But the rich man hears them and comes after them. So they run away. Then the rich man sees the man from Baghdad in the mosque courtyard and thinks,
That's one of them.
So he calls the chief of police and his men. They arrive, hit the poor man with big sticks, and take him half dead to prison. The next day, the chief of police asks him,
Where are you from? And why are you here?
Just then, the vizier arrives from the courtyard. It is morning, and again, the executioner is waiting. Chapter 5. The Black Wooden Horse.
I need my wife for one more night, Vizier.
Says Shahryar.
She's finishing the story dreams of faraway treasure this evening. The executioner can have her tomorrow.
That night, Scheherazade goes on with her story, and Shahryar and Dunyazid listen happily.
So the chief of police questions the poor man, and he says,
I'm from Baghdad, and I'm looking for treasure here in Cairo.
and he tells the chief of police about his dream.
You're crazy.
Cries the chief of police.
Go back to Baghdad this minute. There's no treasure here.
But in my dream, I remember...
Begins the man from Baghdad.
Forget it. I too have a dream sometimes where a man speaks to me of treasure. He tells me, go to Baghdad, to a poor house with 2 tall trees at the front and a little black and white pool in the courtyard. Dig under the pool, and there you can find lots of treasure. But do I go to Baghdad?
Laughs the chief of police.
No, I don't. Because it's only a dream, my crazy friend. Nothing more. I stay here in Cairo. And so you must go back to Baghdad and stay there.
With that, the chief of police opens the prison door, gives some money to the poor man, and says,
You can go.
So the poor man goes home to Baghdad. When he arrives, he digs under the pool in his courtyard, finds lots of treasure there, and is a rich and happy man for many years.
What a crazy story.
Laughs Shahryar.
Crazy, but true.
Answers Scheherazade.
Sometimes we don't find things when we want them, but when we need them. Would you like to hear a new story? We have time.
Of course.
Answers Shahryar.
Let's.
Says Dunyazid. So, Scheherazade begins.
In old Persia at New Year, people give presents to the king. One year, an old man from India comes to the palace with a big, black, wooden horse.
This wonderful present is for you.
He tells King Sabur.
A wooden horse isn't very wonderful.
Answers the king.
Ah, but it can fly. Watch.
And with that, the old Indian gets on the horse's back and moves its left ear. At once, the horse flies up to the sky. When the old man comes back down and gets off the horse's back, King Sabur asks him,
How much do you want for this wonderful horse?
I don't want money, my king. I want to marry your youngest daughter.
Never!
cries the king's son, Prince Firuz. But King Sabur is very interested in the wooden horse.
Son,
He says,
please look at that horse carefully before you answer this man.
so Firuz goes to the horse and gets on its back,
My prince,
begins the Indian.
when you want to fly up, you move the horse's left ear.
I know.
Says the prince angrily. He moves the horse's left ear and it flies up into the sky and doesn't come back,
Where's my son?
asks the king after some time,
I don't know.
cries the Indian.
I had no time to tell him about when he wants to come down again.
Take this man to prison
Says the king angrily.
and call the executioner at once. Just then, the vizier arrives. The executioner's here for Scheherazade, he says. Chapter 6. Love and Trust.
Vizier,
Says Shahryar.
I want to hear more about a wonderful black wooden horse. Tomorrow, please tell the executioner.
That night, with Dunyazid and Shahryar to listen, Scheherazade goes on with her story.
Up on the wooden horse, Prince Firuz wants to come down. But when he moves the horse's left ear back, the horse goes up. When he moves it to the front, the horse goes fast across the evening sky. Later, he learns more. When he moves the horse's right ear back, the horse goes quickly back across the sky. When he moves it to the front, the horse goes down. It is night when Prince Firuz brings the horse down from the sky. Which country is he in? He doesn't know. He lands on a big palace, gets off the horse, and goes down some stairs. He arrives in a big room. There, on the bed, is a beautiful princess, the daughter of the King of Bengal. She opens her eyes and sits up. Firuz sits by her and tells her his story. That night, Firuz and the princess fall in love.
Would you like to fly to Persia with me?
He asks.
Yes.
She answers. Early the next morning, they get on the wooden horse and fly to Persia. Firuz leaves the princess with the horse in a little palace in the country.
Wait here. I must tell my father about you. Then I can take you to him.
So Firuz goes to his father. King Sabur is very happy to see him.
take word to the prison.
He tells one of his men.
The Indian can go.
But the old Indian hears about Prince Feroz and the Princess of Bengal, and he goes to the palace in the country.
I come from Prince Feroz.
He tells the princess.
We must fly now to King Sabur's palace on the wooden horse.
The princess gets up happily behind the Indian. But they fly away to Kashmir because the king there wants a wife.
Perhaps I can give this woman to the King of Kashmir for lots of money,
thinks the old man. The horse lands near the king's palace, and the Indian and the princess get off.
Help!
She cries at once. The King of Kashmir arrives on a white horse. He's hunting with his friends, and the Indian doesn't know him.
Who are you?
The king asks.
And who's this woman?
I'm an old man from India, and she's my young wife.
Comes the answer.
That's not true,
cries the princess, and she quickly tells the king everything.
Right,
says the king, and at once he cuts off the old Indian's head with his sword. Then he takes the wooden horse and the princess back home to his palace.
marry me.
He cries once they are there. What can the princess do? She begins to cry and laugh and to say crazy things,
She's crazy.
thinks the King of Kashmir.
I can't marry a crazy woman. I must find a cure for her.
Many doctors come and give medicine to the princess, but she stays crazy. In Persia, Prince Feroz hears about the crazy Princess of Bengal and her black wooden horse in the palace in Kashmir. He puts on doctor's clothes and goes there at once.
I'm a Persian doctor. I can cure the princess.
He tells the king.
So, bring her here. And the black wooden horse is making her crazy. So, I need that too.
Of course, Doctor.
Says the king, and his men bring the horse and the princess to him. Then the Prince of Persia quietly tells the princess,
Under these doctor's clothes, it's me, Feroz. Trust me.
I do.
She answers quietly. Suddenly, the prince takes her in his arms, gets on the wooden horse, and quickly flies away to Persia. Once there, they marry and live happily for many years and have many sons and daughters.
For 1,001 nights, Scheherazade tells stories to King Shahryar of Aladdin, Ali Baba, Sinbad, and more. And in that time, Scheherazade and Shahryar have 3 sons. One morning, Scheherazade brings them to the king and says,
I have no more stories to tell. Please, don't kill me. Truly, I love our sons more than any mother can. Spare me, my husband.
I spare you happily,
says Shahryar.
because you're a good mother and wife, and a wonderful teller of stories. And because I love and trust you too, Scheherazade. Your cure works. I'm angry with women no longer. I can forgive them. I thank you for that.
Later, Shahryar gives the good news to his vizier, Scheherazade's father. And the vizier happily tells everyone in the country. When Shah Zaman hears the news, he visits his brother at once. He meets Scheherazade's sister, Dunyazid, on this visit, and he marries her soon after that. So, Shahryar and Scheherazade and Shah Zaman and Dunyazid live happily for many years. And they have many tall sons and beautiful daughters between them.